What's up, Bitcoin Bulletin fam? Get ready for a wild ride because the crypto world is absolutely exploding. First up, we've got a story about a forgotten Bitcoin investment that turned into a fortune. Seriously, you won't believe the numbers. Then, we're diving deep into how institutional giants are completely reshaping the crypto market, shattering old cycles. But wait, there's more. The US dollar is making a move, and it's creating a fascinating tug-of-war with Bitcoin and gold. What does this mean for your portfolio? And finally, HIVE Digital is making massive waves in the Bitcoin mining network, boosting efficiency and sending their stock soaring. Stick around, you do not want to miss this. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Forget a forgotten lottery ticket, imagine forgetting a Bitcoin fortune. This is the unbelievable story of Kristoffer Koch, who invested a mere $22 in Bitcoin way back in 2009. He was an early adopter, buying 5,000 coins when the digital currency was practically a novelty. Life went on, and as often happens, this small investment completely slipped his mind for years. While he was living his life, those 5,000 Bitcoins were quietly doing their thing, compounding in value at an astonishing rate. Fast forward 4 years, and Koch decided to log back into his forgotten crypto wallet. The shock he must have felt is hard to comprehend. Instead of a modest return, he discovered his $22 investment had ballooned into a staggering $850,000. This wasn't just a small profit, it was a life-changing windfall that allowed him to purchase a flat in Oslo. He even sold a fifth of his holdings, securing his financial future, and likely held onto the rest, which would have grown even more with Bitcoin's recent record highs. This tale has ignited discussions across the crypto community about the long-term potential of early investments and the sheer luck involved. It's a powerful reminder of how early adoption can lead to unimaginable wealth, contrasting sharply with stories like Stephen Thomas, who forgot his password and is now on his last 2 attempts to access his $790 million fortune. Don't go anywhere, because the landscape of crypto is changing in ways we've never seen before. Next, we're breaking down how the big players are redefining the entire market, moving beyond the old 4-year cycles. The 4-year Bitcoin cycle, it might be officially broken. Analysts are pointing to a massive shift in the cryptocurrency industry, driven by institutional adoption and the tokenization of real-world assets. The launch of Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs in 2024 has been a game-changer, attracting an incredible $34 billion in net inflows since April alone, making them the top-performing asset class. This isn't just retail speculation anymore. Pension funds, consulting firms, and commercial banks are now treating crypto as a serious institutional allocation asset, on par with gold and the Nasdaq. With Bitcoin ETFs alone managing over $150 billion, representing 6% of the total BTC supply, and Ethereum ETFs controlling 5.6% of ETH, the power is shifting. The SEC's recent adoption of universal listing standards for commodity ETPs is paving the way for even more assets like Solana and XRP to enter this institutional arena. This phenomenon, dubbed the Great Rotation in crypto assets, sees long-term institutional investors accumulating while traditional cyclical traders are selling, driving up the cost basis and establishing a new price floor. Stablecoins are also evolving beyond mere trading tools, becoming integral to payments, lending, and financial management, fueled by a $30 billion real-world asset market. Tokenized treasuries and credit instruments are building a robust on-chain financial infrastructure, with companies like BlackRock and Franklin Templeton bridging trillions in traditional capital to crypto. This evolution signals a move towards cryptocurrencies becoming permanent financial instruments, rather than just cyclical speculative assets. But as the big money flows in, the macro environment is creating some serious headwinds for Bitcoin. Get ready to see how the US dollar's strength is creating a complex tug-of-war that's impacting gold and Bitcoin prices right now. Is the US dollar's comeback putting the brakes on Bitcoin's rally? Bitcoin is currently caught in a complex macroeconomic dance, facing a strong US dollar following the Federal Reserve's cautious dovish stance, while gold has pulled back from its recent record highs. These conflicting signals have trapped Bitcoin in a tight trading range, significantly lagging the explosive momentum seen in equity markets and gold. The Fed's recent quarter-point insurance cut managed to calm short-term rates, but unexpectedly pushed long-term Treasury yields higher, a move that has boosted the U.S. dollar index, DXY, by 1.63%. This strengthening dollar has caused both gold and the S&P 500 index to retreat from their record peaks. Analysts suggest that gold's reversal might be due to profit-taking or shifts in hedging strategies, and while some of that capital could rotate into Bitcoin, the impact is being muted by the dollar's ascent. The key indicator to watch now is the upcoming core PCE release. A positive surprise could force markets to reevaluate rate cut expectations, making equities, gold, and Bitcoin vulnerable. Conversely, a softer inflation print would reinforce the dovish narrative, potentially sending these assets higher. Despite the current macro pressures, some experts believe this environment of measured dovishness is actually calming the markets, as evidenced by reduced volatility in bond markets. This backdrop is expected to help Bitcoin break its September slump and potentially reach new highs as we head into a historically bullish fourth quarter. Bitcoin is currently trading around $111,800, showing resilience despite the macroeconomic crosswinds. While Bitcoin navigates these macro currents, another major player in the crypto space is making massive strides. Get ready to find out how HIVE Digital is capturing a significant piece of the Bitcoin mining network and what it means for their stock. HIVE Digital is making a massive splash in the Bitcoin mining world. Shares of HIVE Digital Technologies Ltd. saw a significant surge, climbing over 5% in after-hours trading following a major announcement. The company has now captured 2% of the global Bitcoin mining network. This impressive feat was achieved after deploying advanced application-specific integrated circuit (ASIC) chips at their new Phase 3 facility in Paraguay. The company is now mining approximately 9 bitcoins per day, boasting a global fleet efficiency of 18 joules per terahash, solidifying their position as a key player in the industry. HIVE expects to ramp up production to around 12 bitcoins per day upon the full completion of Phase 3, further improving their operating efficiency to roughly 17.5 JTH. This expansion is not only boosting their mining output, but also enhancing their overall efficiency, a critical factor in the competitive landscape of Bitcoin mining. The stock's performance reflects this positive development, with year-to-date gains of 42% and strong short, medium, and long-term price trends, according to Bitcoin Bulletin's Edge stock rankings. This strategic expansion and efficiency boost position HIVE Digital as a company to watch in the digital asset mining sector. As Bitcoin continues its upward trajectory, companies like HIVE that are scaling operations and optimizing their mining power are poised for significant growth. And that wraps up our top stories for today. But before you go, let's do a super fast recap of everything we covered. All right, crypto fans, let's do a lightning round recap. We saw a jaw-dropping story of a forgotten $22 Bitcoin investment turning into $850,000. Then, we broke down how institutional adoption is shattering the old 4-year crypto cycles. We also dove into the US dollar's strength, creating a macro tug-of-war with Bitcoin and gold prices. And finally, HIVE Digital is dominating the mining network, capturing 2% of global capacity. Don't miss out on any of these massive updates. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, smash that like button, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. And follow us on all social platforms for more real-time crypto action.